Let's begin, friends. Let's begin. Oh, why is the boat so much to the left rather to the right? Nothing like fixing stream settings while playing a bullet game. Let's see if he sacks this pawn. No, he doesn't. Okay, let's go in. Hello. F5. What a move. What a move, Z. Alright, let's mow this down. Bishop to h6, okay. Happy to trade that bad boy. Let's get a queen. Oof. If only we had time. If only. Oh, that was subtle. God damn it. Oops, that was a slip. Don't play e5, please. Thank you. Don't play e5. Good. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Knight e5. Where is that going? Oh, I had a free piece there. Oops. Hello, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, viral. Wait. We need to mute this guy. Okay, no, I'm not gonna not take this twice back to back. Queen c2. Oh, sheesh, that's a pin. Phew. Okay, maybe I wanted to go here next. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't smart. I'm not focused. We are definitely not focused enough here, folks. Is this a move? I think it is. Is this a threat? Maybe it was. Knight f4? Really? Oh, maybe we walked into this now. Sheesh. Thank God he didn't play it. Okay, let's go. Wait, what have I done? Ouch. That was not smart. Okay, that does look royally weird. What is that even? Like, hello? Rook A5, that's a creative move if I've ever seen one. Knight B2 would have been handy. Yeah. He justified his rook move, unfortunately. Let's shut that down. Let's stop this. Pretend that we want to do this. Oh, that's not nice. Knight E4 would have been a bit of a pain. Oof, hello. Oh, no, I'm losing on time again. Sheesh. I had Queen C1 mate, no. Oh, man. What a tragic start to the day. Man, what a tragic start to the day this is. I don't know why my hands feel so cold and stiff. I can't move my mouse. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to bring up opening theory. Shame on me. What? I forgot. Has to be E5, right? Hello, Fisha. Hello, everybody. Don't worry, we have got, as usual, a proper agenda for today. So it's not gonna be only Brain Dead Bullet. I just am, as usual, building up a bit of audience. Yeah, that take was good by them. Oof. This dude is solid, man. I mean, as usual, we're completely winning. And likely, we are going to lose this game. Ah, Jesus Christ, like, really? 4 out of 4. Not that I'm counting. Okay, I'm too slow. I'm going to change it. I'll play a blitz before we start in earnest. I'm too slow this morning. My hands feel very cold still. By the way, guys, have you seen my latest YouTube release? That was an absolute banger. Yeah, good. Leave a comment, please. I don't know where the Twitch viewers are. Okay, this guy is not here. I really hate it when this goes down and then I get punished for aborting the game. Abdel Basset Chess approves of the video. Yep, I agree. Hello, Mr. Hansa. Greetings from Michigan. Holy Moses. Hello, hello. How are we going? can't see full board. Which part of the board can you not see, brother? I can. I am watching it on both YouTube and Twitch, and I see it on YouTube, so I don't know what you're looking at. Please tell me what part of the board you can't see. Hey, Hex. This is straight out of my chessable course, by the way. The club players won e4. Do we want b4 and be a cheeky bum? There's bishop b5 there though, so I'm not sure if that makes any sense to play b4 here. I love b4 as a move, but not now. Queen a7. Ha. Well, let's have a party then. Can't see the corners. Can you be a bit more specific? Like, which corners can you not see, bruv? Okay. You guys are not helping me an awful lot, but I guess. Okay, is it any better now? F5, holy smokes, what are you doing, dude? F5. A and F. If the F file is cropped off, mate, then we have got major problems. G. Okay, well, that's still really bad news, but now we're getting the alphabet somewhat correct. Yeah, I'm watching YouTube and I can totally see it, but to be fair, I'm not watching it on a phone. And that does make a difference. What's this mad lad up to? D4. I don't even look at that move. Shall we sack bishop e7, bishop c4? That looks like a lot of fun to me. Yeah, let's go. This looks like a lot of fun. I was thinking of bishop f5 when they played f5, yes. Yeah, I considered this. But then I thought after take e6, bishop c6, if they castle here, then... I don't know, maybe it was legit because the knight f7 was on. Okay, so now we want to play a move that disallows a queen trade, but rook d1 just wins, right? Oh, maybe queen e4? Whereas if I go rook e1, then queen d7. This is when it would have been handy not to burn all my time, right? Well, we do this because of gut feel. Okay, this looks fine. Total bluff. The irony is that we are going to lose this game as well, more than likely on time. Probably on the board too, to be fair. Oh god, really? Yeah, I'm not taking that. Okay, I messed this up really. No point in playing in 3 minutes. Okay, I need to be a little bit more focused. Oh, Twitch Max in the house. Jez in the house. Yeah, maybe Bishop F5 was the way to go, guys. I definitely am. Oh shit! I'm telling you, something is not right with my mouse today. I don't know what it is, or it's either my hand or the mouse or the mouse pad, but something is wonky. D6, G6, that's very weird. So now we just get to go into a very, very good, I don't even know what to call it, a very good position, I guess. Yeah, this should be very sub-optimal for black. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we'll take this. We'll definitely go here now. And my gut is telling me to reroute here. And so that's what we do. It also helps me to control d5 better. Has anyone watched, guys, the TV series called Mobland? Okay, so the mobile people still can't see ANH files. They can shrink the board a bit. There you go. Better now. Never heard of it. The reason why I never heard of it is because it's streamed on a platform called Paramount. Which of course is a big movie making enterprise. Isn't Bishop B3 a move here? With a fair few super famous actors in it. Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy. Can you see Twitch comments? Yeah, I can. This is dumb to play this move here. I feel like I need to cover c3 before I go. And liquidity was my initial plan, but d5 annoyed me. I don't quite know if my position is good or bad, by the way. Quite possibly not good anymore. Tom Hardy is a pawn. Yeah. What is it about? It's a kind of a gangster slash mafia storyline set in London, I believe. Yeah, London. Two rival families, and yeah, That's basically the plot without giving too much away. Yeah, the bishops somehow have come alive, and I should never have allowed this to happen. Do we go for the check? I reckon we do. Fuck, I nearly picked up the rook again. Man, I probably need to stop playing something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not coordinating at all. Having said that, the position is pretty good. So I'll speed up a bit. We win this, and then we start the agenda. Have you ever been on an airplane? Yes, I have. The fact that I live in Australia, but I wasn't born here, is already a bit of a giveaway that, you know, unless I have a patience of Buddha, it's kind of tricky to get here without flying a plane. On a plane, rather. Is this rapid? No. Is this a win? Yes. Oh, come on, Sonny. Like, surely you're not going to try to flag me. Sure, lost. No, I did not. I don't like humans like this. I'm very sorry to say this out loud, but I think it's a despicable form of being a chess player to try to flag someone with far, far less time, by the way. It's, yeah, I don't understand why people do this. But we won a game of blitz, and that makes me happy. I take back the despicable, that's too harsh of a word, but like, why, man? Seriously, why? Well, now knight f3 is weird. Now I can go knight d4, I guess. Ah, whatever. Let's just go here. Okay, I'm not excited to see this. Why did I not play here e5? Because I'm an absolute clown. So the idea, of course, is that if I play take, then they pile up on my c-pawn and... yeah. I don't really know what to do. I want to play d5 and take looks a bit meh. When does the game analysis begin? Well, I'm very glad that you are already getting reckless. Probably after this game. Knight e4, that's weird. I could have played d5 there too. I think he wanted to trade into f6 and then give me a check down here. Now our position is very respectable compared to how poop I thought it was gonna look like. This Human doesn't want me to play rook here. He's tickling this pawn. Frankly, I'm fine with that, since defending this now is an ass. Yeah, I thought that I would just take this. Well, Colin, it's a bit of a mixture, mate, because I'm not a native English speaker, so there is a mix of Aussie and Hungarian in my accent, which is what makes it very unique and incredibly difficult to recognize, I suppose. Please play F4. Ah, chicken. Okay, I don't understand this move though. So now I want to... Hello, what? Actually, I should have taken that with the rook, but whatever. I have no idea what he's doing. He's clearly not doing anything, is what he's doing. Oh, for fuck's sakes, I just hung a rook. Oops. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where we brought up in Hungary. Gongim Israel a lot. How do you say chess in French? Échec. Unless I'm mistaken, it's échec. Hello, Ominous. How are you going, buddy? Oh, that's subtle. I love that queen d5 move. We needed that. Yeah, échec is definitely part of it. I love this guy, by the way. 7 queens down. He's slogging on. Like, dude, seriously. Mate in 1 wouldn't have been bad, but yeah, I don't understand. Okay, enough. No. Jeu d'échec. Yeah, jeu means game. Jeu, as far as I'm aware, is game. Colin Lee says köszönöm. 65 USD, by the way, is the going rate. Alright, let's get up an anal board and do some proper chess, ladies. So I'm guessing that this layout is also not very good for the YouTube brothers, right? Just asking for a friend. So I'm gonna shrink this a bit too. Yeah, I just did. Yep. Yep, I did. I'm very good at that. It was a psychological weapon and it worked. Okay, let's begin with a funky game before we go on to the real deals. Pavasovic against Kurnusov. Hello, 7. Okay, what is the theoretical move here, ladies? White to move. What is the only move? Just kidding, it's not the only move, but the only one that keeps some play in the game. Or in the position, I should rather say. Hello, Eric. Yes, it is d5 indeed. And he black played something really, really weird. Opening theory is knight a5. But they played knight b4. Your turn. From Texas. Wow. Are you from Houston or Dallas or Austin or none of the above? My brother lived in Texas for like a year. Knight is okay. 95 is okay, but then maybe after knight d5 we have a game on our hand. What's the alternative? Bishop d2 just hangs the pawn, so that's not good. Knight c3, of course. We want to cover d5 and kick the knight in the face. I dislike every other move other than knight c3 because I don't want to now give up d5. e6. And now we need to play a sexy. Michael Fitzgerald. Mr. Landau, welcome in. What color is your microwave? Okay, Yari Corso is definitely from Weird City. 95 playable, but then after 95 we are down a pawn for not a lot. D is interesting, but here I'm afraid that they just take back. Or in fact take... I don't even know what we take back with, to be honest. And there is this ugly f6 move here. And our e6 pawn is bleeding out. Nah, we need to turn on the aggro. First time Cameron. Wow. As in fellow Cameron, rather. Ha! That is... Welcome in, Michael. Good to see that you are not bothered with such lowly things as being at work and slogging away, but instead watching chess. Very good. Very good. That's the spirit, my friend. That's the spirit. Okay, Yari Corso has stepped up the game, and instead of talking random garbage, he's now talking awesome stuff. Bishop g5. Now, the problem here, but unfortunately I realize now that Hot Dog Man already gave this away, is that you can only play this move if you know what you want to do against f6. Because f6 seems to be now pooping on us. But there is a move which unfortunately... Oh, you may be at work at the same time. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, lady in the house, please put your hands together for the one and only Radha, who we shall never forget that in Singapore during the World Championship match, she literally evacuated me from the room where I was recording a chessable course for a far more important event. Lord knows what that was. And this gorgeous lady put on her grumpiest face and told me to bugger off. Once again, shout out to the lovely Radha. Thank you. Welcome in. What would I do without such ladies in my life? And I put on my friendliest smile, my most charming demeanor, and they go like, nah, get out. Get out! Indeed, horsey, hoppity hop. Sack a horse. That's what we do indeed. And now this is all chaos and fun shenanigans at the same time. It's like dating, really. Alright, what happens if they take? Maybe I need to make a Radha command, but I don't know yet what to put in there. Oh, Jazz, you were there in Singers. Oh, love right back at ya. Yeah, you already showed me the love. You already showed me the love. You went, get out of here, you bald, miserable, middle-aged man. Castles for maximum development would be optimal. In fact, the machine approves of your idea. I thought that we had a degree of urgency here to go Queen H5 and wreak havoc. And that's what Pavasovic did too, by the way. Turns out it's a mistake. Castles is the move. This is roughly the context where good old Simon Williams would say, Kadak. Who would have thought about that? Wow. This is wild. And after take, apparently we ran out of Fs to give. And we still don't go check, we take. And if take, then check here. Woo! This is getting real nasty. This is getting seriously nasty. Yay. Congratulations, Andras. I'm so happy to hear about your well-deserved recognition. Wait a second. I don't know what that is a reference to. What do you mean by that, Eliza? You mean that Radha kicked my ass out of my own room while giving me this deceptively charming, but at the same time very, I don't know, to the point smile of like, yeah, get out. Mr. Z Nation has come back from the dead. Oh, author of the Chessable. Yeah, but that was like 4 years ago. But thank you anyway. I'm just basking in the glory of the past. Thank you, Z, for the subski, buddy. Had this position against Capo in 1978. Yeah, me too. All right, let's go back. So Pavasovic instead went check. Take. And this is actually poo. I know that Streamlabs is commenting it, but it says... Well, maybe it's misleading. I will fix it. I will add the date to this so that it's clear. Apparently knight d3 check was the mistake. Some of my games... Oh, wow. First you kick me out of my own room and now you come up with the demands. Hey, lady, that's how you roll. Okay. Okay. Get the gist. Alright, alright. Okay, next game is gonna be one that I played recently for the one and only Rada. Okay, so check. King f1. ED. And apparently all of this was theory at the time when it was played. Holy Jesus. And rook d1 was the old theory. Bishop f5, bishop c2, knight b2. Take, check. Oof. Looks dicey, but somehow white doesn't have enough pieces around the king. And it fizzled out into a draw. Pavasovic decided to improve on this with queen d4. Now the hilarious thing about this, sorry, queen d4 here, is that the engine, as you can see, is not exactly excited about life. Knight f4. And now white has a brilliant move that changes the tide again. Turns the tide. And now white is gonna be up on top again. That's what she said. So ladies demand my games. Okay, let me see what I can deliver. Okay. I've got a little etude for you, lady. Oh, never mind. I'm just leaking my YouTube. Classic. Classic. Viral says h4. Eric says g3. YouTube chat is dying. I am still sexy. These are the facts. Yeah, h4 is the way to go, guys. The priority is to undermine the hoppity hop. And then we can go absolute crazy. JC, welcome in, buddy. Knight e4. Isn't that hanging? You wanted bishop check, but then I can go king e7, no? I don't think that works. No, h4 is the move, guys. And now black is in trouble. Because the knight is a bit undermined, and after takes, the rook is going to penetrate very deeply. Okay, so h4, bishop a6. Another Garbo move. Rook e1. Queen c7. Tuck. Castles. And now we need a winning blow that made black resign, I think. Not quite, but close enough. What's the winning move? Knight b5. What if queen c5 then, ladies? Knight b5, queen here, no? I'm not sold yet. Which is also what she said. I have a very important question for all of you guys in the series of solving life's problems. Let's assume that you are one of those fellow humans who like to drink their tea with lemon squeezed into it, right? Now, I don't know how you do this, but I'm one of those animalistic humans who just go like and squeeze the lemon as hard as I can. And so often, the lemon seeds end up in my tea. Which is totally fine, except that when I drink them, they end up in my mouth, like right now. And I have been thinking for the last minute, which has been very uncomfortable, about how to relocate said seeds from my mouth without doing something disgusting on camera. And I'm yet to find a solution to this. Unlike Viral, who managed to solve the riddle of this position with rook h4. Move to the left 5 feet temporarily. Yeah, but I wanted to be super discreet. See, I wanted to do it in a way that no one knows that the game is up. But I might have to. I guess it did the trick. I can analyze your game, yes. However, there is a catch. Rook h4 was played and the game is over because basically we are threatening to take and then black collapses. The game ended with bishop f5, queen f4, and yeah, a few more moves and resignation. Actually, I should have made you find this, but I'm an idiot and a terrible streamer, so there you go. There you have it. Alright, let's go back to the funky part of this game. So, crazy thing. Shout out to Viral. Grandmasters suck. Viral is a legend. Wow, this is a beautiful example of development lead and king safety. Alright, so Rada demanded that I analyze one of my own games. I played this one yesterday. Let's have a look at this. Shout out to myself for the Club Players 1d4 repertoire, which allows me to win chess games like this. Alright, sexy humans. We are white. Let's go. How do we deal with the hanging c4 business? You hit 30 and 50 in rapid. You should quit the Caro too, by the way. Either or, e4 or d4 are correct. 95, Michael, is not necessarily a bad idea, but I feel like we have got so many pieces to develop. I don't want to go right away. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to me. c5, maybe bishop d6, bishop e7 even. Yeah, it's playable, but it's not the intuitive move to play. Bishop g5 would ignore the fact that we've got a hanging pawn. I like this positional pawn sacrifice, but the question was somewhat leading when I gave away the not really big secret that this guy is on. Ouch. Now, because what you know currently is not really that useful. And yes, you are going to go backwards a little bit in terms of rating, but not in chess knowledge. So obviously 92, right? Because that is the only developing move that defends the pawn on c4. I thought that was a no-brainer. CD is a criminal activity because we don't want to give up the tension. Best move by the engine. I didn't like e3 because after knight d2, my next move is... What is my next move? High T chess. Of course e4. That is the high T chess, right? Go for the center, like you meant it. Well, you tell me, Fisher, if this strikes you as passive chess or not. Yeah. On club level, the Jobava is a very successful opening for sure. Zero theory, lots of free wins. What's there not to love? Okay, so they took. We took back. They took. We took back. And they played bishop b7. What do we do now? No. If you go from Caro to French, that's like going from one broken leg to a broken leg and a broken arm. Why don't you put something in the center for a change? Look, there's nothing wrong with the Caro, by the way, seriously. Like, it's totally fine. It's one of the most solid openings, but solid usually, the more solid it gets, the less fun it gets. Yeah, bishop d3. Very good. So now we are already looking very, very sexy, like always. Beautiful development, beautiful central control versus red hot garbage. Knight d7 played. Castles played. Knight f6. Where do we go with the queen now? What do you mean about the Slav jazz? And no, not at all. In almost all Slav lines, you get some decent active play. In a lot of Caro-Kann lines, you don't. Yeah, like I said, no, I don't. I do find the Caro-Kann a lot more playable for black. in terms of fun. Queen e5. Really? Michael, let's have a think about why we shouldn't put that queen on e5. So by default, you should have two candidate moves only here. This and this. Everything else is no-go. The only question is the why. Why do we pick one over the other? Let's see what Rada would say. Correct. Queen e5 is queen bishop hit with bishop d6, so that's out of the question. So here or here. You are a tough nut to crack, no offense meant. Be my guest to offend me. It's not as easy as you think. Even Rada didn't manage, and she tried her best. No, I'm just speaking an honest game. Yeah, let's go queen h4, of course. There's a solid chance that the king is castling here, in which case we are already setting up some sexy here. Bishop e7 played, of course. What do we do? What do we do? Bishop g5, very good. The alternative is rook e1. People tend to panic in these situations about the queen being lined up with the bishop and that there's this covered attacks, but the knight has only stupid jumps, and you need to be very real about it. Either there is a threat that the knight will go somewhere, or there isn't. There is no middle ground. And right now there isn't. The knight goes anywhere stupid, you just pull back, and now there are two things hanging. Bishop g5 was played, makes no difference. h6, what do we do now? Something normal. Okay, loving it. Loving the something normal for a change, right? Don't move the bishop. Correct. Yeah, I did play rook e1. Rook d1 was also strong. Yeah, there were a fair few moves here playable. Knight e5 is also doable, but now after knight d7, maybe we are trading a few too many dudes. I don't want that. What you shouldn't do, at the 100% move that you shouldn't even think about, is taking this. That is the biggest mistake you could make for two reasons, because we never want to trade this, and two, this is not hanging. Rook e1 played. Oppo played c5, and now we have got a gut instinct move, and usually gut instinct moves are the correct moves. Cast iron fish, welcome in, buddy. I'm not gonna call out the move you recommended because you might be correct. Nah, rook a6 is definitely not the gut move here. That's too cocky here. Giga on YouTube also confirms what Cast Iron Fish said, and that is d5. I mean, having played rook e1, if we are not playing d5 here, then what the hell are we doing, right? It's that simple. I would rather chop my hand off than play anything but d5. That's illegal. And of course, takes now, we can just take, and take. Basking in the glory of the pin. And since we are threatening with rook e7, rook e1, as well as hitting the rook, this is game over. So, my poor opponent decided to castle. What do we do now? Sack the B. Rook e5 to be funky. Ominous, according to the engine, that's the second best move on the board. But of course, Carnage City is already present, so let's go. Let's go. And the game lasted one more move. If they took, I just take back, and now there is a myriad of ways to finish this off. Knight g5, rook e5, rook g5, everything wins. Like, this is over. So, they played this. What do we do now? Queen g3 is very good. This wins a piece because these two are hanging. I opted to play bishop g5, which is mate and the knight is hanging. So, yeah. And my opponent called it a day here. Now, I'm guessing that you are going to be somewhat surprised to hear this, but this was 2500 level blitz. Right? It looked like an absolute carnage, but no. What enabled us to do this was the super aggressive knight e2 e4 in the beginning that set me up for a very promising attacking position from the get-go. This is why, contrary to the idiotic advice, You need to study openings. Because this is an opening. We are on move 9. Yeah, it was 25 handle. Plus, in fact. Knight g5 here. I mean, everything works, I suppose. Yeah, this one wins as well. I mean, I can't play a move that doesn't win. It feels counterintuitive to me to play knight g5 because I want to move the bishop to be able to mate, but whatever. Okay, now that I'm looking at the Petrosian variation, I'm gonna show you another one. This was also 2500 plus splits. Same line. 94. What is white's best T, guys? .94, and if bishop takes? Yeah, so if I play e3, then after take f5, I feel like white has made a lot of concessions that I dislike here. We messed up our pawns a little bit. The bishop is stuck, and black didn't even have to give up the 2 bishops. Yeah, so the most promising idea here is to take this and then either develop the bishop, wow, or play the super aggressive knight d2. Now, what makes this move aggressive since it's backward? Yeah, e4 is coming. That is the plan. What you observe here in both of the games is white's relentless desire, aggression toward dominating the center. This is what good chess looks like. G6. Bishop d3 goes without saying. Bishop g7. Hitting d4. So we go knight f3. d6. Bishop e3. As always, I again would like to highlight that I'm doing nothing here for white that a 1200 player can't do. All I did was obtain center, develop pieces to correct squares. This is no more than 1200 level chess so far. Yet, most players sub 2000 fail to accomplish positions like this out of the opening. Which is a very interesting paradox. Okay. Now we played something very wonky, funky. What is your preferred move here? Viral, you are reading me like a book. I don't understand G4. That doesn't make any sense to me. H4, on the other hand, does. Abdel, what is the point of G4? What? G4. Queen D2 is solid. Yeah, Queen D2 and castles are the most natural moves. So naturally we went H4. Yeah, that's not how chess works up there, because the move itself does not bring any value to the position. Now we are just going to get absolutely ripped apart in the center. Because you just played a move that did nothing other than creating a serious weakness, right? Like, you need to have a threat. You don't have time to prepare the preparatory preparation. That's the type of warfare when you want to win a war without losing any of your units. That's not doable. So H4. And by the way, H5 here, I think, is a tremendous mistake. Do you know why? And this is how chess works. Because of G4. Because unlike your G4, this one hits hard. Now I'm threatening to take. When you play G4, you were threatening nothing. You are threatening to play the move that I already played. Right? So H5 here is in fact tragic, because G4 take, knight G5, and black is absolutely getting killed. So, opponent played 97. Of course we are rolling. Knight F6. Tuck, tuck. Now that was a horrid recapture. Optimally. But it's better put that you must not play a move like this that does absolutely nothing but weakens the heck out of your position. Like, this is just if you played this against a higher rated opponent, they would fall off their chair going like, what the hell? Mouse slip? He wanted H4 and he grabbed the wrong pawn. They would offer you a take back if you played this. You are welcome. Okay, now it's pretty much over. But let's see how you do it. Knight G5, of course. Tuk tuk. And now we can move in for the kill. e5, very good. We open up this, we kick the defender. What's really beautiful about this game is the fact that there is not a single move in the entirety of the game that, again, a club level player couldn't find. Not one. Yeah, obviously this is super easy to calculate. Now we're just moving in for the kill with take, check, and get out of my game. Now my opponent was generous enough to allow me here a beautiful checkmate. Not quite forced, because they can choose to lose a queen and a rook, but other than that, it's a forced mate. Yeah, it was an easy one. Whew. Yep, so bishop f5, king here, check, and mate. Ended the game. Colin, when I say put something in the center, I meant play either e4, e5 or e4, c5. Those openings are going to offer you a far greater variety than the Caro-Kann. Helmy, I hate to tell you this, but you're definitely doing something very, very poorly if you are losing to 500 rated lower players. That confirms to me that indeed you are doing something very, very wrong. And for you and people who are in similar situations, do I have the analysis command? All right, give me a sec, guys. Okay, this is a positional masterpiece for you. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Something different. Is it true that I coached Magnus when he was young? Yeah. No, I didn't. Why would I coach Magnus? That, well, I could have, but that's not off the cards at all. I'm a legendary chess coach after all, and he's a legendary player, so we would make a good match, but no. No, it is not true. Alright. Jeez, I didn't even know this. This move is an inaccuracy, guys. Can anyone guess why? Just so that you know, I took in the game. Yeah, d6 is very nasty. Very nasty. Wow. Okay, so I took e4, b4, 92. And now c4 is a beautiful outpost. Okay, let's play this for white now. Out of curiosity now of Colin Lee that you're telling me that you never tried the Sicilian, can I ask you, and you're not allowed to say Levy, what on earth made you learn the Caro-Kann with black first up against e4? Which is easily the most boring choice that you can play against e4, hands down. So I'm very, very curious what made you go there. So what is our move, by the way? I wish you were wrong, Viral, but you're totally on point. Chandan Singh, I hope that you are an Indian fella. Mr. Singh, it was watching Benzia. Oh, well, okay. Alright. Fair enough. Castles is doable, but I want to have a knight here. That's the hint. A3 is very logical and good, by the way. Yeah, knight fd2 is the played move because, once again, I want to have a horsey on c4. Because I want to deny knight d7. Yeah, I know, Colin Lee. I know. Well, you make your bed, you lay in it, right? That's what they say. I love, by the way, the guy, but yeah. He is a great creator. But unfortunately, he goes for the dark side. And as such, yeah. General Info Hub. What elo are you? We should play a match. No, we should not play a match. Okay, Queen C7. The reason why we shouldn't play a match is because we are here instead to learn the game and to get better at it. Castles, knight d7. Well, you said it, Colin, not me. I do have Sicilian Khan content, yes. I do. You are on my YouTube channel right now, so if you typed into the bar Česko Chandrash Sicilian Khan, you would find some stuff there, I believe. Yeah. Funnily enough, I found it already for you. General Info Hub, I didn't mean to be rude to you. It's just that the nature of this channel is that I usually run lectures and we learn. Not that I take random challenges from viewers, unless I announce that that's what I do. Hey, absolute chaos. So what is our plan, ladies? F4, viral is on fire. Very good. Now, here my opponent made a horrific... No, not yet, sorry. I take it back. He hasn't made a horrific blunder yet. What now? Yes, Colin. Very good. Very good. I don't know if the move I played here is necessarily best, but I found it very consistent with what I have been doing. See, that's the thing, Viral, that the knight does not come back to e5 because that is under my control, right? The only problem with f5, which I kind of misevaluated, is bishop h6. And the bishop gets active on this diagonal easily. But my opponent here played rook e8. I played queen f3. They took. What do we take back with, ladies? Wait. Was there a knight d6 tactic? What? Hope not. Sheesh, is knight d6 a move here? I actually missed this. Queen d6, bishop takes... Bishop here. Now we have got some problems. I didn't see this. It doesn't work for white, but I completely omitted this from my calculations. Yeah, okay, thank God that I didn't. So queen f3, we take back with the bishop. And that's where my opponent made the most horrible move of the game. In hindsight, this is a pretty bad game. But I had a tactic that I wanted to show you. Take. And my opponent played here, rook here. What should be our idea now? Yeah, Viral is already ruining the party on Twitch. Yeah, e5. e5, ladies. Goes without saying that it was with great joy that I played this. And the rest is carnage. They can't take like this because f6. They can't take like this because of d6. So he took with the rook. Tack, tack. Queen e4. Very important move to disallow the counter pawn sack to open up the diagonal. Super important move, Queen e4. And now you can just keep on piling on the f-file. Like so. Which I got a question mark for. Hilarious. Screw you, engine. I would still play it in a heartbeat. f6 was playable, but I didn't want to commit to that too soon because contrary to what you think, it doesn't kill the bishop. I can just get out here. And now it's not so clear what I'm playing for because... And this is very important to bear in mind. So we are up in exchange here, right? That means I've got an extra rook. Rooks thrive when there are open files on the board. Currently there is none. If I play f6, I make this even worse. Because I release the only pawn tension on the board. So now I have a lot of work to do to get the rooks in. Thank you, Al, and thank you for the dono last time. Unfortunately, it wasn't correctly placed on my layout, so it didn't display it when you did it. Hence, Queen e4. Double up, no regrets, and h4. Now I want to go even more. And in fact, not only did we keep the tension, we increased it. Now, the only move that you have to reckon with when you do something like this is g5. Because if this works, then again... we failed to accomplish what we wanted. But, of course, I had a plan in case of this. Which was there a day in life when you didn't play chess? Lots. h6 I dislike because after bishop f6 we might dislike is harsh, but now I feel that again we shot ourselves in the foot. This is bad. What is good? It is h6 f6 rather, excuse me. So h6 bad, f6 good. The difference is that now I can over attack this with stuff like rook g3, queen f5. When you do the reverse, it's a lot harder to over attack this because I can back it up. Yeah. So Oppo played there, we go f6, Oppo played bishop f8, and now I played h6, which I should have asked you to find, but I'm an idiot. Yeah, this is a very nice finishing move to ensure that they can't go h6. And of course, bishop h6, rook h3 is made. And if they don't take, I'm just gonna come in for the kill. And the rest is just mop up. Check here, 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 which is whatever. Queen f5 is the same. Take, and now we've got mate. No, all of this is online. Did he not have queen d4 after the check? Yeah, you do, but makes no difference. You're still dead. There's nothing you can do when the only piece you have is a queen. Okay, I will show you a true positional masterpiece. Which actually was from start to end very good. Admittedly, the opponent played pretty poorly. $2,500 blitz again. Alright, Benoni. Alright, start recommending moves from here. Midday. No, 92 is really bad here because of 95. No, 92 is really bad here. In the bishop d3 system, you very rarely play knight d2 when the knight is on d7 because knight d5 hits you with the tempo. That is correct, Colin Lee. That is correct. Bishop f4, no brainer. Like nothing else comes into consideration here. This hits d6. And now we are ready to continue developing. Usually rook e1, queen d2, and so on. Yeah. Now, my opponent, he played a move that basically allowed me to torture him for the rest of the game, which is precisely what we ended up doing. He played 95. And this is really bad. Yeah, we definitely take. Oh, Rengao in the house. What the hell? No, definitely knight takes. And the reason why knight... not a big difference. Both are better for white, noticeably. But this bishop is such a beast here. You definitely don't want to give it away. Not a chance. Queen c7 played. What is our no-brainer move for white here? Yeah, look, if obviously if you take with the bishop, the idea is indeed to ultimately put a knight on c4. But I still would argue that my bishop on e3 is a better piece. It's more imminent. f4 is one of the worst moves that you can play in this structure for white. So it's very important that we discuss this. Sorry, queen c7 was played. Now f4 here is somewhat better, because now we take back with the tempo. But even here, if e5 doesn't win and you allow me to reroute here, it's a tragic change in the position. Absolutely tragic. Like all of a sudden, I don't even know if I prefer white or black anymore. Because once we get blockaded here, it's all over. So you have to be extremely cautious with this. Like the greatest benefit of taking this, apart from isolating this, was that now this bishop is garbage. So to release that bishop and give an e5 square to the opponent, that's a big no-go. No, it is actually Son of Sorrow. You are correct. And the chat is also correct that we need to play here a5. And now we have a target. Bishop d7. Now at this point I wanted to stop c4. So I played queen e2. Rook c8. And again, we don't want c4, so I played bishop c4. This also hints at times occasional d6 ideas. Yeah, definitely we can talk about our emotions. Rengao, you start, buddy. Knight h5 played. And wow, I actually played the best move here for white. I'm proud. What do we do? b6 is an outpost, but that's irrelevant. Because we can never get in there, or very rarely, because the pawn hangs on a5. Although maybe I could do it, because queen a5, knight c5 is a thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a very animated player. Thank you. I did look at d6, but it's too soon. Now, you played the correct move, Mr. Abdel, but the wrong rook. Rook, he loses the pawn. It's this rook. Where do we go with the queen? Bishop f4 again is something that I would rather bite into my own hand than take this knight. Yep, queen f3 is best according to the engine. I didn't understand why I want my queen here, so I went here. It just felt more compact. But in hindsight, obviously the reason why we want it here is because once the knight is gone, there is more love here. But I went queen d2 and I still stand by it being a very good move. Queen d6. And this is where I played what I consider to be the coolest move of the game. Carrying out the coolest plan of the game. It is absolutely deadly. I sent this game to you, Rengao, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I know that was a intended trap there, reverse psychology trap. Knight a4 is possible, but I'm not quite sure what exactly you hope to accomplish there. b4 appears to be hanging, and in fact losing a piece because both of these are on. And Daniel Landau and Manhead Dog same time coming in with the winning idea of rook a3, rook b3, rook b6. Combined, of course, with hitting b7. Oppo plays g5, trying to generate counterplay on the king side. Rook b3, queen h6. I mean, this is desperation, right? But what do you do? Rook here, queen f8. It is just pathetic. It really is pathetic. With all black pieces are now completely sidelined. The final winning plan is bishop, bishop, and the c5 pawn is gonna drop. So he plays queen h6. I came back. This was not necessary, but I wanted to be super safe against Sachs. g4. I took it. f3. Bishop h5. And now I thought it was my time to collect what I've come for. Queen g6. Rook back to b6. Now I'm hitting this, hitting this. Queen g3. And this is the position. Is it? No, not this one. No, not yet. I went queen e1 here. Obviously, I can't put stuff on f2 because of the check, yeah? That's the trick. So, hence queen e1. Queen here. And this is the position where I made the only mistake in the game. I made 0 inaccuracies, 1 mistake. And no blunders. This is where I made my mistake. And if I play this game again, I would play the same move again. 100%. What would you do? No, I didn't hang this. I didn't blunder anything. The move I played is still winning. Whoa. Zul Hayad with the 50,000. I think it's Indonesian rupees or Indian rupees. I don't know why it's not displaying though. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to you, man. I'm so upset that the notification is not playing. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna reveal the secret. Wait, what? Did we just get raided now? Not franchise with the raid. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated, man. Thank you, guys. Please go ahead and check out Not Franchise. Fellow chess streamer out there. Hope you had a good one, buddy. So, this is what happened. I played King H2, and I still stand by it. I stepped out of this crap, and I'm playing Queen here. Apparently, it gets a question mark. If I had this position on the board again against anyone, including Magnus Carlsen, I would play this move again. Actually, wait. Maybe I have to take it back. Because I didn't realize that this is the idea. And now I can't evade the perpetual check. Shh. And I can't get out. No jokes here. Wow. Okay. No, I have to own it then. This is a blunder. Well, it's not a blunder because apparently after bishop f3, rook d2, we are still winning. The difference Malcolm is that the purpose of the move was to go queen g3, which king h1 doesn't support. Yeah, but white is winning here. Now, the best move in the position, according to the engine, is queen f2. And when I saw it, I went like, F the engine. Like, who even thinks about purposely walking into this? Just to prove a point. And the winning line is take, 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 and then naturally you lose an exchange and white is +4. Because we take this. That's when you go like, whatever, bro. Like, as soon as you play queen f2, you know that Kramnik is on you. That's when you know that Kramnik is already going to the shop for extra amount of lube. Because boy, will you need it. You play queen f2 and he is off to the lube shop. He is going to start the analysis. The procedure. Right, so the game ended king h2. My opponent didn't see bishop f3 and now it's over. And everything is just falling out of the sky. Now I'm winning 2 rooks because the queen is hanging. Helmy, every stream, every second stream, someone comes in and asks a question about blindfold chess, blindfold puzzle solving, blindfold this, blindfold that. Forget about it. Total waste of time, meaningless flexing. When you play chess, you're playing it on a board that you're allowed to see. Get good at that. Evil Fabiano, we might put that on the agenda. I can do it, and a lot of players can do it. Have I ever trained it? Never. Not once in my entire life that I spent with training for chess did I do shit for the sake of doing blindfold shit. Every now and then my coach and I, when we went out for lunch, he would give me a pawn ending study, and we would try to solve it on the underground while we were traveling from A to B. That was it. But even that was to spend time usefully rather than polishing my blindfold skills. Why not bishop f4? I don't know which position, Chad. I think if you want to improve your calculation, you should calculate with the board in front of you. If the board is going to be in front of you when you are playing, then that's what you should train for. That's my view. Thank you, Joel. Before my only mistake, bishop f2 allows knight h3, yeah? Bishop f2 just, I don't know, it hangs this pawn. It's a move, but why would I do this? No, in the penalty, the pawn is here. And so f4 is not a red hot garbage. No, I never trained my... Well, I did train my calculation a lot by doing a lot of puzzles, doing a lot of pawn endings. What people don't understand is that, and I always want to debunk this myth, is that I can't think of any activity that is worth doing in chess that is not calculating exercise. Like, I cannot. Like, you try me. Tell me one thing that I can do in chess. Just one thing that I can do to improve my chess that is not going to improve my calculation skills. I don't know one. So a lot of people make such a big fuss about how to improve your calculation. It's like, how not to? No, dude, I proved it already so many times today that you improve your calculation when it depends on you. Like, you can choose to do it in a brain dead way, or you can constantly ask yourself questions as you go. But what will I do if they go there? And you start calculating. So if you learn openings and you don't calculate, that's on you. That's not the opening's fault. It's completely not the opening's fault. No, I don't think you can. Okay, I wanted to play a few more games. So that's what we'll do. My mouse is screwing me up again. I just looked at this the other day, and I don't remember now if it's castles or knight h4 right away. It's castles, bishop e7, knight h4. Oh, h6, okay. Huh. So maybe I should have gone knight h4 after all. Now we have got queen b3 or knight d2. Let's go queen b3 and then knight d2. It is not some sort of speedrun account, it is a speedrun account, period. e4, tuck. And now bishop e3 is met by knight g4. You see? I'm playing an opening and I'm calculating. Here is my point. So now I'm concerned about this. Which means that I might have to play the butt ugly h3, which I don't want to. But I have to. Yeah, you are. Please don't say you're. h3 allows g5. Yeah. So now he has got a bit of a problem to solve because of this. Not sure if he can go back. I don't think so. Take, rook b8, take, and I'm up a pawn for nothing. Wow. I mean, for starters, I can take and take, but h3 hangs. If d5, they want to take. Yeah, I'm not keen on that. However, can I take this and then d5? Yes, we can. I think my opponent blundered. Unless they have rook b7 here. No, they don't, because then I take and take. So wait, I don't get this. Don't I have d5 now? Isn't this game over? Hello? Okay. Yeah, but that's a full rook, my friend. Check and take. GG. Ah, he wants to flag me because I keep on explaining my thought process foolishly to you lovely humans. Bishop d4 to hope to sell this, but that's guarded. Yep. .97 mate would be so delicious if he fell for it. But he's not going to. Maybe I should have played queen h6. Yeah, I definitely should have. It is what it is. That walked into this check a little bit, no? I really dislike it when I stalemate people like that. Oops. But other than that, the technique was pretty clean. I like that game a lot. Yeah, the d5 break was epic. I didn't see the stalemate in the end. Oh shit. Okay, that wasn't great. By the way, and yeah, I don't know if I am coming across as such or not, but the fact that I stalemated that guy really doesn't faze me at all. What annoyed me more than the outcome is the fact that he kept on playing that. That was genuinely annoying, and yeah, I just don't understand why people do that, but it's their choice. Yeah, he did. Hello, Ivan Moya from Spain. Why would you do that? Weird. Look, you say never resign, and this is why. So, do you have a sense of accomplishment for playing a game where you were dead lost from move 1 to move 100, and in the end your opponent stumbled into a stalemate? I would be more embarrassed to do that than to resign a game and acknowledge that I got absolutely outclassed. So, I disagree with that notion. As a competitive value, yes, you gained a half a point. As far as chess skills improvement growth, it's pathetic. Yeah, good, good. I'm pretty sure you can, John. I missed you a lot. You quit chess and now you're thinking of... Oh, this is the guy who just flagged me then. Bet... Oh, okay, I was about to say I bet he's a Londonista, but I will do him a London now. Ironically, same opening as before. Cheetah, why did you quit? Knight h5 is a move now. e4, knight f4. Take. Huh. That's a dilemma and a half. Knight h5, e4. Oh, wait a minute, I can just take that. Okay, let's go here then. Why don't I take on b3? Because it's boring as hell. Whereas now I have got a target to bite into with b6 or even e5. That is the reason. So now I've got b6, which is very tempting, and even e5 is looking quite potent. Yeah, let's go e5. Oh shit, maybe he had an I didn't even look at take. They might have had that. Now I can go knight e4 if I want to. Or I can just pull back. Yeah, somehow this feels good enough. Oh, that was actually a joke, good old Jano. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch what you were doing there. Okay, so I wanted to stop f4. Knight e6 f4 though, and if I go check and take f5 hurts. It looks like I have to go d4. I don't know how good a move this is. I don't like what I'm doing now somehow. And I can't quite explain it to myself why either. And I'm doing it pathetically slowly, which is the worst part of all of this. Probably just rook f1 is fine. Oh shit. Oh fuck, this is hanging. I didn't see that this was on. Yeah, I should have taken this first. That was critical. And I didn't. I don't know why I put the bishop on g6, to be honest. I had a notion of wanting to cover this and not to suck in a back rank mate, but that was about it. I also missed this, which is quite funny. E3, Jesus, okay. He's playing some seriously weird stuff here. Okay, that was shit. By me. Ooh. Okay. Hello. Oh shit, I didn't. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. He's very good at playing bad moves very quickly. I have to give it to them. No, I don't think he played well at all. I think he played pretty miserably, actually. I'm just being an utterly miserable loser here, but that's part of the deal. When I get outplayed, I also announce that. This is a bad move here, by the way. This is all in my Slav course. And rook d8 is the key idea here. Or rather, I should say the key idea is to not to rush bishop c5. This queen is really poorly placed here. Castles, and then we bring the rook to d8. Huh. It just tells me that I do not have this in my Slav course. Isn't that blundering a piece? Hello? That I find very strange. Would you ever consider coaching some of the guys from Twitch or YouTube? I guess I would, but who do you... Are you implying or meaning someone in... Like, who do you mean? Oh, this is not hanging. Okay, let's just be normal. Let's just be normal. Knight a5, knight b3 is gonna sting. Oh, many of my students watch the streams. So, I guess I am doing that. Okay, this guy, I don't know. He doesn't want to acknowledge any of the threats I have created in this game. That's quite amazing. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have my fun here then. Actually, I might have had rook d1 there. That was very cute and I missed that. Play poker for fun. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we are playing this apparently. That is very interesting. That is a very interesting concept about life, that we are going to play this out. But fine by me. Be my guest. Be my guest, brother. Dr. Schultz doesn't want another game. Twitch, Chad, I didn't think that that would come to you as a surprise or something that you needed to ask, but I'm happy to answer. D5. Wow. Okay. What? Please stick with the queen. Please. So what do you do here, buddy, after bishop f3? I'm so confuzzled. Okay, so he's forcing all my developing moves. Interesting. That's good job, Joel. That's good job. Oh boy. F6 only move. Okay, I guess. I guess this is where we are all headed. No, you misunderstood me. I'm not translating anything. I'm going to present it. They are translating it for me now, so that I can then present it. If you are wondering if I'm playing this endgame well, the answer is almost certainly a no. If you are wondering if my opponent is playing it well, that is also a no. Maybe I had this. Wait, in here. Here. Does that make any sense? No. No, it does not make any sense. Okay, let's roll up the pawns a bit then. Oh, I see. Ah, look. Twitch and YouTube are generally the two biggest. I think that Kick is kind of dying as far as I'm aware, although I don't really follow the trends. But I don't know of anyone doing much on Kick these days. Maybe a4, b5 was the way to go there. I regret that I played this. If he goes here, I'm gonna go a4. Oh, okay. I mean, now we really want to trade the light squared bishops, right? So, because all pawns are on black. So bishop b7 would be a warmly welcome idea. Yeah. And then we're going to play b5 at one point. But I don't really think that he's coming at me with anything yet, so... Actually, I might go c5 and then king up. Hard to tell. Okay, we need to speed up. We're definitely better in this endgame, but are we winning? Debatable. Okay, now we are winning because my opponent blundered a piece. c6 just wins the house, yeah? Yeah. Okay, that's GG. Let's see if we have got another genius who wants to play on with two pieces down. Yes, you see the exact same thing. Is my wife Australian? She's as Australian as I am. No, this gentleman has good morals. Respect. Respect. That was a pretty clean endgame there. I mean, in the end, he blundered, so he didn't let me play out the end, but other than that, yeah, more the other way around. More the other way around. Oh shit, I was meant to... Oh, fuck. I hate myself when I do this. I have got a freaking course written about it by myself, and I still forget it. Take is interesting now. Take. e5, knight here. Queen c2. I quite like that. Let's try that. No, there's no half about it. Like, she's full Filipino in terms of birth. The same way how I am full Hungarian by birth, but... Now we are Australians. The problem with this move is that it's well met by this. I really don't want to provoke a correct move out of my opponent. Okay, I have an idea. We're going to play a pass. We want knight d7 to come, because now we can go here. Oh shit, no I can't because of knight c3. Fuck. Okay, let's pray that he doesn't find f5 then. Oh, he didn't. It's first good news in this game. Knight c8. Isn't this hanging? So queen e7 check. That's a neat tactic, and then I check the bishop down. Okay, we won this game. Well, that's the worst possible logic, man, with head of dog, but since you're taking the piss, I will go with it. So, yes. It's definitely a no, but yes. Oh, thank you, Ivan Moya. Yes, I do look forward to presenting that course. That was a neat tactic about loose pieces. And that is a neat tactic about... Oh shit, I should have... Oh my god. What the fuck did I not take it right away? Yeah, some of my decision making is piss poor. GG. Conquering the world. Yeah, that's right. At least Australia. No flagging, please. Well, you have got the ultimate opponent, brother. If you don't want to get flagged. Do I want queen b6 here? I don't know what I want. Or maybe I should have... Yeah, I kind of regret I didn't go queen b6 to stop this. Oh well. That was very weird, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what's he cooking now. Helmi, I don't think you tuned in on time. I did 2 Queen's Indian games today in the analysis section. Yeah, let's go here. 94, I take rook e4, rook here, bishop c3, we have rook takes here. What? What? Take queen d3 and I can't defend the rook? Wow, that's rich. Okay, that was very cool. I didn't see that. Find it very hard to believe that that was true, but it looks like it. Okay, now we might have knight g4 on rainy days. Bishop d6 as well. He's got 0 toss to give. You can see something that I can't. Hello, Vishal Ralbol. Philae, I don't know how the drafting section is going to take place or what rules it will have to follow. So I can't answer you. No, it's not PogChamps. It's Coach Champs, which is going to be in this year's October. It's going to be 8 coaches battling it out for the King of Coaches, training ambitious club players. It's gonna be, I don't even know, Belenkaya, Levy, Chan, myself, mostly known chess personalities on the cyberspace, except for me. If someone can find a link for it, that would be handy. Let's go in here for shits and giggles. Oh boy, I wish I had time. Wait, this is a blunder. Hello? Loose pieces. Oh, that wasn't pretty, was it, friend? Oh, no, I'm counter blundering the piece. Jesus, what am I doing? Yeah. GG. Now, this is a decent guy. I wish he did a rematch. But he didn't. Maybe E5 is good here. Shit. Hope not. Do we want the queens on or do we want the queens off? Let's have fun. I want the queens on. I thought that that knight needed to come to this square. Okay, let's go absolute nuts and beg them to take this. Yeah, Nick Sans is in it too, yes. Now, that's funny that he went there, given that he could have taken this already, so let's poke the bear a little bit. Yeah, Nick Sans, Levy, myself, Chan, Dina, Ramirez, and now I'm really running out. 8 of us, I don't know. Seriously, if someone can find a link for that, I would be very, very appreciative. This should be a blunder. Knight f4 looks golden. Bishop, actually, knight f4, bishop f4. Bishop f4, maybe bishop e4. Okay. And technically I can take this, right? bc, bishop f3. Yeah, let's go. Wait, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop f3. Maybe pawn h4, but then I take an f6. Okay, let's go. Well, it has nothing to do with me, right? So all it is that we're not going to play against each other. We are going to coach people, and the people we are coaching are going to play against each other. Chad, this is what is called supporting the streamer, buddy. So the reason why the ads are there is so that if you subscribe to my channel, which is your way of saying, hey, I like you, dude, then the ads are gone and I make a little bit of money. So, yeah. Food for thought there for you. Wait, I can take this. There is no check anywhere I can see, right? Hello? Okay, and here. And rook c6 loses to f5. What the hell is that move, bro? Oh, you want bishop c6 check. Okay, I'll give that to you. That you can have that. You can totes have that. Let's go. No, let's go here first. You know what I reckon, guys? I reckon I'm very close to making this a winning bishop ending, even though it's opposite color. Okay, now I go in. What? I'm actually going to test this out. I'm very curious if this is winnable. Oh shit, okay, now it is definitely not winnable. Oh no, I forgot that h5 was hanging. Shit. Oh wow. Fuck. Good job for not accepting my 4,000 draw offers that I sent in the dead even rook bishop ending. Shout out to the people who try to flag you instead of playing chess. Well, Chad, I'm glad you see it that way. We're not getting a game. Oh my god. No. I gotta go. I gotta go soon. I don't feel like going into a a rapid game. Speaking of rapid games, by the way, my most recent speedrun video is freaking insanely good, and you guys are not watching it. And I'm upset. Yeah, they did blunder very badly, but it's because they tried to flag me. Okay, what about if this time we don't forget my own course? Oh, by the way, remind me, at the end of the game, I want to check my Slav course if Jazz was correct. Whether that everything is in the course or not. You are from Patagonia. Wow, that is part of. Sheesh, was castling a mistake. Patagonia, my friends, is part of Argentina. Yeah, maybe castles is too soon because I like to roll this H-pawn in these scenarios. I'm not quite sure how to break this position up. Screw it, let's go anyway. Yeah, I forget now which one it was too, buddy. I did have this, you are correct. Okay, let's go in here. Knight c7, hopefully. Maybe we can stir up the pot a bit there. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if I have got anything meaningful here. Rook e1, knight c5 takes, queen takes, and I don't have a sexy move with the bishop. Very, very annoyingly. Okay, we'll sack the pawn. We'll squeeze this guy in. We'll take this guy. I'm even thinking of a d5 pawn sack. But that could be a bit over the top. Knight h4, the idea of bishop g4, yeah? Knight h4, e6, bishop g4, f5. Knight f5, ef5. Bishop checking d8. If only I had time. This has to be correct. Actually, just fuck it. Let's go and take it all, right? And then take that too. Okay. Oh, then queen f7. No, actually, that's fine because then I have this. By the way, hello. This is over. This is over. What a game. What a game he has played. Holy smokes. I could have taken this probably. Shit. That was dumb. Okay, that was dumb too. Oof. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game. I don't dare to touch the mouse now because I pre-moved all the mate and I don't know if I click anything. How many moves will I cancel? Ah, that was good sport, wasn't it? Waiting for the clock to run down before mating one. Yes, Lal, the alternative is that you come here more often and we do this. I want to quickly check what we scored on this game. 88. I made 2 mistakes. One of them was castles. I thought so. A4 was best here. What did I do after A4, A6? Is the cut wrong, by the way? Yep. Seven brilliance? No. Wait, what? No, I had 1 brilliant only. I read both chats, buddy. Okay, so that was one. And H4 was the other. Okay. Apparently it's 1.7 here after knight c5, bishop c8, b3. That's obvious now. Okay, so H4 was a mistake too. And from here on out, we are playing I said perfect chess and then bad move followed by bad move. So apparently here I needed to take this butt ugly bishop and then dominate the light squares. Easier said than done. Take, take, take. Back. Knight h4 was shit too. Brilliant. E6 was bad. Okay. C5 was the move here apparently. Sorry, I'm rushing through these guys because I need to go. Yep, bishop g5 was good. And we just went in for the kill. Oh, I missed rook e8 here. That is a hell of a sexy move. That is a sexy move. I missed that. Alright, ladies. Oh, Vindictive is in the house. Touch too late, buddy, but I appreciate it anyway. What's my good friend Pig doing this time of the day? He's playing. Alright. I'm gonna raid you off, guys, to a StarCraft streamer. So be ready for something that is non-chess. Take care, lovely humans. Be good. Love you all. I will be back sometime.